this should be the last video before I bleach my roots and then the rest of my head. So if this is your first time here and you're into bleaching, then please subscribe, hang out with the rest of us, because every single month I do something new. I lighten my hair, touch up my roots, and then I change colors. So I hope you stick around. Anyways, the rest of you probably know what's going on, so get excited. This is my last little step before I do my hair. I just really kind of need to figure this one last piece out in my head before I'm going to do mine. So if you guys saw my most previous video with the split end mender, this is a couple days here. It's really, really helping my hair. I've only used it just the one time with you guys, and they weren't kidding. You can just put a little water, revamp it. Still feels clean, fresh. It's so much softer and smoother, and my ends feel a lot better. So just wanted to kind of show you guys that before I put it up, because it is hot in here. Oh, and the fly is back. Of course the fly is back. Why wouldn't the fly be in here? I'm done giving it names because it's always in here. Let me know what you guys think about the sound, by the way, because I keep adjusting it. I'm new to this microphone I have. So, all right, let's get right into the fun stuff, because I'm just really wanting to know how this is gonna go. So here's what's going on. Since I started this channel, I've always used the BLONDME Schwarzkopf bleach 9 lift. I just really like this brand. It has the bonders in there. I know they have newer packaging, and I think it's a newer formula, but I still have this kind, and I'm trying to use that up. I've tried their 20 volume and their 30 volume developer. They're cream formula developers that go with the bleach, so I get the one that goes with this. I'll show you in a second. So I've had the 20 and the 30 volumes. This fly, I swear. Any names for this fly? Because I know it's not the same one that's in every single video. Dude, summertime. I know you guys feel it. Squirrel. I don't use 30 volume anymore, though, because as soon as I use 20 volume, I'm just hooked. I'm able to leave it in long, and because it does the low and slow, and it's just been really great for my hair. Because most of you know that I'm trying to grow out my hair right now while still bleaching and coloring it every month. So now what I have not tried, and I need to try this before I go on with my hair, is I got their BLONDME Premium Developer Oil Formula, but I got it in their 7 volume this time. I've never used this, so it's going to go hand in hand with this. On their directions, it does say that you can use it with their 7 volume, 20 volume, 30 volume. I believe they do sell a 40, but like, no one needs to use that. Like, just don't use it. Like, it's all good. Just don't. If you guys want more detailed bleaching, I have other bleaching videos. I'll put a few down below, the most recent ones. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing 2 in a row. I'm going to be doing my roots and then my whole head, which is kind of new. We did a bleach bath last month, so I am going to go in and do this. Now, I know originally if you look up like 10 volume developers and stuff like on Google, it's going to immediately pop up that it does not lift. Now, remember that they might be talking about actual hair dye that you need to develop before, like toners and stuff. Like, that's like a whole nother category. Like, I'm just staying in the bleach category. I'm really hoping that this will be gentle enough. Like, if I had a goal for today... It's like I'm doing an interview. My hopes and dreams for today's video are, I just would like to lift at least 1 level of color. Thank you. The best way to do that is, as you guys know, most of the color in my hair is Lunar Tides hair dye. We did the neon collection for my rainbow hair, which, check out how bright it was, you guys, like back then. So it's still fading really pretty. I actually got a compliment today. So any hair color that can fade where I still get compliments in public is a win. But we just bleached these out with the 20 volume Schwarzkopf developer, and it all came out in less than 20 minutes. I'll put that video link down below. So these all came out really well. Anything, I'm more worried about some of the like blues and stuff, because we obviously didn't have a blue. They don't have a blue in the neon collection. In the spirit of that, I did find this kind of other swatch with some kind of different things I had going on at one point. So there's definitely blues and greens, and they're like lighter. So I thought that would be just another one to add on as an example. I have this old, I believe this was an Aero we mixed with the Mondo Super Gloss, and it just didn't quite get all the pink out. And not only that, but this feels very damaged here, like from the bleaching process. So I'm kind of hoping that that'll represent my hair in a way, and see what this is, if it's going to lift that, and also how badly it might damage. Luckily this has bonders in it, but you never know. It doesn't matter how good the bleach is. We don't know what's going to happen if you overlap it or over process it. Like, it won't be the bleach's fault at that point. You guys know that from my most recent bleaching video. I had my baby hairs down here in the back. You can see without me having to turn around. You can kind of see where I had some breakage. I knew that would happen because when I bleached my roots, at the very end, I slopped it all on and pushed up my hair. So I already knew there might be some breakage there, and I was right. It wasn't too crazy. It was just baby hairs. But it was just another really good example that you can overpress this even with a good bleach, you know? So you just really try to take into consideration whatever you're going through. If you don't really care, then you don't care. Go for it, you know? I'm stubborn and I'm on this like part of my, I'm just stubborn in the hair part of my journey. And the part of the journey I'm on right now is growing out my hair. I can't think. So to say I'm excited for this would be an understatement. All I'm really hoping for today is just for it to lift at least a little, see what kind of damage I'm dealing with. And then we're done with this. And next video you guys see me in should be me doing my own hair. Sorry, my dog is scratching themselves. She's deaf, or else I'd ask her like, hey, you good now? Okay, moving on. All right, me and the dogs had a brief intermission, took them outside, so I'll see you guys down here. Let's bleach something. I'm gonna do my 1 to 1.5 ratio like I've been doing, since that's what I'll probably be doing in my hair. So there's my 1 part bleach, the 1 part of the ratio. I'm going in with their 7 volume cream developer, which I'm assuming is like their version of 10, because I didn't see a 10 in this. Obviously it's 7, it's lower, but this is what it went from 7 to their 20, so this must be like their version of 10. So I'm gonna make it 1.5, because if I do end up doing this, it's gonna be more from my mids to ends, so I'm gonna want a little bit less thick consistency. Putting the cap on, make sure you do that. I forgot, and I didn't realize. I watched Hair Buddha's reaction video of me, like just forgetting something simple like that can affect your bleach, and if you use it as much as I do, that's no good. I don't know if I'll put it on this thick or not. This is my favorite consistency. This is normally what I do for my roots though. They say you can mix it from a 1 to 1.5 to a 1 to 2.5. So to be perfectly honest, I am going to put another half of one of these, which would make it a ratio of 1 to 2. This is really all I pay attention to, is the size of whatever I'm using there. I do have some health problems, and with that comes some cognitive issues. So for me, just the easier things can get to remember is the route I'll take. So obviously a lot of people will measure, weigh out things and this and that in the beauty world. This is just how I do it, so I try to explain it the way I would do it. So I hope that it helps. So this is actually, okay, so that's nice. It's still nice and thick. It's not over runny, but it's just a tiny bit thinner. Will that affect the lift too much? I'm not sure, so that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. I am ventilated, by the way, in here, guys. Make sure you guys know that. So we got quite a few to bleach today, so I'm just gonna really get right into it, because there's no time to waste now that I've mixed it. No funny business. There's another tip I like, you know, you can just scrape your brush right there, you know, keep it on the one side of the brush. But yeah, luckily that's not too crazy. That consistency is nice. It's going through quite well. Because I'm going to do my regular 20 volume on my roots. I know that for sure. Do that every month without fail. Oops. Sorry if I stabbed my mic. It already actually seems like it's turning yellow. And if you guys remember, I'll put the link for this video below. But when we did this with the 20 volume, yeah, it lifted almost instantly. This Lunar Tides came out beautifully. And it looks like it's actually already lifting. So that makes me very hopeful for what we were doing here. I'm not really too worried about that overlapping there. It won't overlap now. Go for the pink since it's more vibrant. That was a good sign. That's what I was wanting to know. I didn't know if I was going to go the bleach route with my mid ends or what. Because my ends are definitely really frail. Every month I kind of learn a little bit more. That's this industry for you. There's always something new to learn. Doesn't matter. There's always something. Which is why I love it. All right, that's saturated. I'm really not gonna wanna leave it on longer than what's necessary. So now with this pink swatch, I'm gonna put the bleach on the entire swatch so I could see what it does with overlapping type situation and on that previously damaged hair, and also see if it'll get some of this pink out on the ends. So I'm doing that for more than one reason. All the other ones were Lunar Tides. This one, well, except for this kind of funky one, that's a whole bunch of different things. But this one specifically was the Eero Hot Pink, which is not in my hair at the moment. It was a while ago. It was one of the harder ones to get out. So I came around and gave it a shot and saw for myself how it might lift. You're not always going to get the same results with swatches. I mean, we don't know what these swatches have been through, and I know what my hair's been through, but I mean, each time you do your hair, it just layers on more damage, or it layers on more color, or it strips more. You know what I'm saying? It really just comes down to everyone's hair is different, but that's why we're here. Try everything. I almost just bleached that blonde. I didn't mean to do that. So now we're back to, this is the Lunar Tides. I'm actually glad I mixed this at a 1:2 ratio because it's a little less, just a teeny bit less harsh than what I normally would do. Can't believe I've been doing this whole time without gloves. I'm just trusting myself to not touch it and get my eye. See, the thing is, you guys, I have like neuropathy, so I can't feel my hands, and I would do something like touch bleach and touch my eye. Like, that's definitely something I would do. I'm not embarrassed to admit it. So yeah, I do try to make sure I got gloves on. Why are these so soft? They're latex powder free, huh? Those are nice and soft. I have sensory issues. I didn't realize these gloves were gonna be that nice. Only $5. Big old box. This hair shedding. Oh no, I got bleach on my mic. Oh, that's great. No. Okay, well, I got a bunch of bleach all over my mic, so that sucks. It's like all in there. Well, this is lifting while I was dealing with that. Gosh darn it. I mean, it wasn't like an expensive mic. It was like $25, but it was still my first mic, so that's too bad. I should know better. I'm like that with ketchup, too. Just got bad juju. Bad juju with these things. All right, we got 2 more left. Doing all these colors is making me really excited because there's kind of like a little project of something I've been wanting to do to my hair, but I can't. So I was actually going to get a wig and do it on that, and it has to be a human hair wig. And I found some that aren't too crazy. Like, honestly, I think maybe $45, $50. Like, but you know, me, I'm a mom with kids and dogs, so I have to budget everything and kind of plan things out and pick and choose, you know, my priorities for the month of what cool stuff we want to do. So that's something I'm kind of been working towards, and I am really, really excited about it. So seeing how all these colors have been working is really making me excited for that project, you guys. All right. Last one, and then I can go more in my microphone. Hopefully it's not affecting the sound. I guess if it doesn't affect the sound, it's not too bad. This one looks like it was a Pravana swatch, and it looks like I think I bleached this half of it and then was testing out colors. So we got different blues and greens and things like that. I do also have like a periwinkle in my hair. I'm not as worried about that lifting, to be honest. These blues and greens I've had in my hair probably because we were just quite a dark shade of green. Then I went from that to like the blue, and before that it was like neon green. So this will just kind of be a good judge of that. But for 7 volume, I think this is going nice. Like I said, the bleach and hair color using peroxide for those is different. Let's go to our original and see where we're at, see if it's lifted at all. Oh wow, that's actually lifted. It's still in there, the color's still in there. But I mean, it's only been a couple minutes or so. I'd say maybe a total of 4 minutes. And so that's lifting really nice. I do have just a tiny bit of bleach left, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more on, really saturate it, see how that goes. I'll just check out our pink one, which was our second one. No way. Okay, well, it lifted the pink out already, so that's good. That means hopefully I can put this on my hair in a separate application, and hopefully I can just keep an eye on it and just rinse it out right away. So this is great. I was wondering if it would lift, and that was pink. Oh good, I have gloves on so I can do this. Honestly, I could rinse this out, and I barely see, I don't think I see much pink at all. I could easily rinse this out like right now. So that is amazing news. And now I've gone and touched it. That's also amazing news because I'm not going to be using foils as I'm doing this. I'm going to be kind of like when you do bleach bath, like I'm going to put it on my hair in sections and just keep an eye on it and try and move as fast as possible. All right, so I'm going to clean up my little mess here. I only mixed that much bleach and there's really not much left in there. Don't use a metal brush on your head if you're bleaching. I'm just using that for my swatches. So I'll see you guys in a minute. It's like that one already lifted. So once again, don't know if it's the Lunar Tides yet or the bleach or them both together, but nice, right? Also, I had a thought like in that moment. Would you guys want me to I'm going to be ordering some more swatches. Is there any other kinds of swatches or colors that you want for things you want to see? Do you guys want me to kind of get some brown haired ones and try some different stuff with that? Because I know a lot of the stuff I do is all vivid colors. So if you guys are interested in that, because I do have dark brown, thick, wavy hair. If you guys are interested in anything like that, go ahead and let me know. When I order my swatches, I'll pick up some different colors for you guys. So, all right, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, water is running because we already have some ready. So these were ready in the first 5 minutes. Our green is already done in the first 5 minutes. Our tangerine was done right after that, so maybe about 6 minutes, less than 10 minutes. And our pink was honestly out immediately as soon as I turned off the camera and checked when I was going to clean the brush off. So those 3 are good. The rest aren't quite ready, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse these out and check back in with you guys. I'll show you what we're working with here. These are the 3 I just rinsed out, and they're looking really good so far. This is the Pravana. It's not quite ready, and you can still leave these in the full, 45 minutes. I'm just hoping I don't have to leave it that long. The other Lunar Tides is ready. This was the lemon, so I'll rinse that out. What the G was the guava. Okay, so this is the lime. That came out. And then this one was the yellow lemon. The fruit messed me up when I saw G. I thought green. No, that was the guava from Lunar Tides. All the Lunar Tides are ready to come out. The Eero is one of the hardest ones to get out. And it looks like it did lift. It looks like it did lift that all out of the ends. But I figure I will leave that in to see how light we can get that pink. But really, it was about the ends and how damaged they could be. And since it looks like there's still some blue greens in that Pravana one with all those different colors, I figure I'll leave this in longer too, and then I can see how damaged it can be if it goes the full time. Just trying to assess. Like I said, my hair has a lot more previous bleaching and is a lot more fragile towards the end, so I don't know if that'll be the best judge of everything, but we shall see. So far, these all rinsed out in less than 20 minutes, and they all look good. They're not dry yet. But what I really wanted to point out was, if you guys have seen the other video, these had really dark hairs after we colored them. And the 10 volume did lift those to, I don't know if you can see this. The 10 volume did kind of lift those there to like a nice, like lighter brown. It might even be slightly orange. To me, it looks brown, but I don't have my glasses. And this one you can see it's maybe a lot more pronounced. See it? So it's good to know that with the lower volume, you can still lift a few levels like that in the short amount of time. So that's cool. I'm digging it. Everything's looking really good. That was all in less than 20 minutes. All right, the Pravana. Have about 20 more minutes. We can go with all of these. So Pravana, there's still a little bit of green in there. This had a lot of different colors going on. I like it too, since I have a lot of different colors. I'm curious to see how even this will come out because there was so many different ones and what the integrity of that will be like. So I can still go 20 more minutes, I think. And these ends are just absolutely platinum right now. So this one, I'm just gonna let it keep doing its thing and see how light that pink gets for the full processing time. And see if this breaks off, this previous bleaching that we've done. So, be kind of interesting. So, all right, I'll see you guys again soon. Second for you, 20 minutes or under for me. All right, we're back. And they are significantly brighter. It's been the full processing time. There's no benefit I'm going to get from leaving it in any longer. Obviously, you could always just do another process, depending on what you're doing to your hair. But this one with all the blues and greens looks like it all completely came out. Now, the pink one, it definitely came out on the ends a long time ago. It did get that pink pretty light. And I believe when we did it with 20... this fly just be testing me. But when we did that with, I believe when we did that, we can look back in the video. Like I said, I'll put the videos I talk about in the description below. But I believe we used 20 volume on that one and full processing time. So I'm not surprised that that pink didn't lift completely out. It's looking like what I need it for is going well. I won't really know till these are washed out. I want to see what integrity we got going on, but I'm going to rinse these out, and then we're almost to the finish line here, people, which is exciting because that means the next time I see you guys, I'm going to be doing my hair. Yee! All right, let's rinse these out, see what it looks like, and then we'll see them when they're dry. I got all the sound of water. All right, so this was the one with all the blues and greens. I don't see any traces of them, so that one should be good to go as well. This should be a lot more vibrant when they're dry. But look, I don't see any color in any of those, honestly. So the pink one, it looks like it looks like a really white and then a lighter pink. So the integrity of all the hair seems decent. This was the one I'm most worried about with the integrity of the hair, and it does seem definitely weaker. See, it's just like kind of limp, like that's not good. I'm gonna try and pull on it a little bit. See, it's kind of just coming off the ends a little bit there. Oh god. You see, I hear a snap, so I wouldn't say it's like melting off or anything. See what that's like when that's dry all the way, if it's like brittle and snappy, or if that was it showing, you know, it had decent elasticity still, because my ends, to be honest, I'm hoping we can it'll kind of lighten without me even putting the bleach all the way on my ends, but we shall see, because I really, really need that haircut, and as you guys know, I'm just having trouble getting in there, but that's the best thing I can do is just get that trim while I'm growing out my hair, because, you know, if you have like a lot of split ends or breakage, it'll kind of like a split nail keep like breaking up and cause more breakage. So it's like the best thing you can do when you're trying to grow out your hair is at least get like the very ends trimmed and ask them to leave the length, please, and tell them you're trying to grow out your hair. About all that, I'll see you guys when these are dry, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. All right, much love. See you soon. All right, it's the next day. They all look really, really good. I'm not surprised. Pretty much knew that. I'm really glad that we put the bleach over the pre-existing bleach on that pink one and left it in the full processing time, because I could already tell the integrity of the hair on that one. This all gave me a really good idea for what I'm going to do, so I'm totally ready to do mine now at this point. But let me show you guys the results. I think you're going to be impressed just like I am. This is the original swatch that I'm going to have right here. So lay that out across the bottom so you can see this was the original. It all came out really well. So these were all done with 20 volume on the bottom. And then we did the 10 on the top. This was the tangerine, the bright orange. I know you can't tell, but I know what it was. This is the lemon, that's an LN. So this was the lemon, which was our bright yellow. So yeah, it lifted really evenly too. So I'll show you guys that up here in a second. And this was the one I labeled Pravana that had all those different colors in. It lifted everything evenly. I don't see any changes in pattern and color too much. This was the lime, which was our green. Same thing, everything lifted evenly. It's really the same for all of them except for that pink one. This was our guava. And then this last one was our pink. Was our dragon fruit pink. So out of all of those, they came out really well. If anything, this Pravana just looks like a little dark. I think that's just the lighting though, because like up close and when it's not on camera, it actually looks a lot different. And here is the original swatch. All of them. I just want to make sure I showed you guys that before I show you the pink one, because it's gonna have to be up close on here. So I want you to get a good view. The integrity of all these, I didn't use any conditioner or any kind of treatments like I would on my hair. And this is just the same order. This is tangerine. and the integrity of them compared to the original swatch. I mean, obviously this one feels a lot a little softer. Well, actually, I almost can't tell except for just the very, very ends. Yeah. This is nice. I'll actually be able to use these again. This is the lime. So yeah, they all feel really good still. And that's important in a second because I didn't use any conditioner. So those bonders really work in that bleach because these have been through it. They're all like honestly exactly the same. That was the end of them. So I'll show you these all in the natural light lined up with each other at the very end of the video like I always do. Let's just get to the elephant in the room quick. Just want to save this one for last because it's really the only one that I wanted to really talk about. This is one of the more important things regarding my hair. So it did lighten our pink a lot. That was with the full processing time. And as you guys know from the other video, we had put full 20 volume in the bottom for the full amount of time and it didn't lift that pink all the way out. Obviously, there's still some left. So it's nice to see that with the 10 volume, you can still get it to a really nice pastel pink. And this is only with one application. You know, using these low and slows is great. And just know that you might have to do it more than once, but it's still going to be better than using a higher volume and just trying to fry it faster. So you're just going to end up with burnt hair and probably not even lifted right. So yeah, I actually prefer using 20 volume on my head, but I'm wondering next month if I might even just try 10 volume on my roots and see how that goes, or the 7 volume. But I am excited to use a 7 volume to lift this out. I think it'll just lift this out right away. So you could use like the 7 or 10 volume to lighten your hair. I'm sure just as good as like a 20 volume. Just I might have to do more than one process, but it really is going to depend on your hair. Like if you have like super dark black natural hair, probably going to want to go with like the 20 volume. But this is just my opinion. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I like to learn. I'm doing the best with the knowledge that I have. So if you guys have any other knowledge or tips, go ahead and comment below so that we can all kind of learn together because everyone's hair is different. And I'm obviously learning. This is the first time I've ever used 7 volume. So I'm doing the best that I can. So that was the top. Now here is the bottom. And I saved this for last because the integrity is not great. So this was a full 20 volume bleach the first time. And remember, I didn't put any conditioner or any kind of treatments or bonders in. You can just see even from there that this is just more compromised. It's more dry. It's more brittle. And remember, we were wondering because it made like that snap before. So this is it compared. So it is a platinum. It is like a white blonde. This camera. The damage is pretty intensive. The 20 volume going over and then the 10 volume full processing time to get to that point. You tell it's just thinner, more brittle. You could tell there was some breakage here. Yeah, actually even more breakage than I thought because that's them lined up right next to each other. So I just thought that would be a good example of you might not think it's doing much damage to your hair, but this has been kind of breaking off a little. It seems, well, I might have just pulled those out, but you know what I mean. It's just really coarse and dry. And so it might not seem like much at the time, but it'll slowly start to mess with your hair. Which, I know that better than anybody, right? Alright, well, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys these in the natural light. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're as excited as I am. And if this was your first time here, remember to subscribe if you're interested in seeing how the rest of this goes, or if you just dug the vibes around here, then keep it pretty chill. So I hope you subscribe and hang out with the rest of us. If not, then I hope you have an amazing day and much love to you either way. And let me know if you guys ever use 10 volume or 10 volume or the 7 volume and what you use it for. Like I said, this was just purely bleaching. The 10 volume developer is also used a lot for like toners and colors and like lifting permanent colors and stuff like that. Like there's a whole thing, a whole bunch of other stuff. This was just specifically we want to try out bleach and seeing how many levels I could lift it. It's looking like I could lift it even more than I thought I could. So fingers crossed I can keep the integrity of my hair. And don't forget to check these on the natural light in a second. So much love. See you later. These are all the lunar tides. All the blondes look the same to me, and they all look even, to be honest. I don't see you know, too much change in color there. This is the other Lunar Tides pink, and then our pink from the Era, and then the Pravana that had all the blues in it. Definitely tell that that one has taken a hit of damage. Okay, and there's the original swatch. There's the original swatch over the top of those. And from all the way to the right, that's the pink one. And then next to that one is the Pravana. And then the rest are all the Lunar Tides. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't see too much of a color change. It looks like everything lifted evenly, which is really nice. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have a beautiful day.